Hey, what's up? This is Airy in the Air. I want to tell you about the U-Turn Blacklight 2 that I've been flying. So, Shane at Team Fly Halo, he called me. He said he wanted to send me a Blacklight 2 to test out. It's a mid-B. I wasn't that excited. Going from acro gliders and E and C's down to the B, I wasn't that excited, but it seemed like there were some interesting characteristics about this glider that I was willing to test out. So, the day I got it, went to Pine Mountain, and right out of the bag, you can tell this thing has a really nice build quality. Attention to detail, a double sewn leading edge, really robust construction, this thing's strong, and all the materials used are really nice. My first impression on the first inflation, it was really symmetrical, super easy to inflate, and it comes overhead really quickly, but stabilizes overhead with hardly any brake input. That was the first thing I noticed. Its kiting characteristics are really nice, super predictable and easy. The riser set works really well for grabbing the risers quickly. Upside down, it flies and tail slide really well on the ground and even does decent ground helis even on the first day. When I started flying it, it felt so easy. It feels really safe, it feels really stable. I knew that it was a mid-B, so I ordered the small, which the max weight is to 90, and I'm actually nearly 98 kilos all up. So I'm flying it substantially over the top, so take that into consideration when you see some of this footage here. And I took it down to Mexico to test it out, and this thing climbs like a dream. But even 8 kilos over the top, this thing has crazy good glide. It's insane. The brake pressure is nice and firm. It gives you a lot of feedback and it reacts quickly. But at the same time, this thing is incredibly safe and I just trust it. I don't have to think about this glider to fly it. I get to think about the clouds. I get to think about the thermals. I don't have to think about the glider, and that has really been a game changer for me. I feel like this glider has allowed me to learn so much, which is surprising. It definitely surprised me. So for what it is, I'm just absolutely amazed. The mid-B with a glide of 10.5, which is, that's as much or more than a Delta. The glide is so good, but the safety is really high. It's super easy to fly. I also got the chance to do a couple of rollovers out of a hot air balloon in Mexico. And initially I thought, oh man, I wish I had my acro glider. But then I was like, let's test this Blacklight out. This seems like a good test to put it through the ringer. It performed like a dream. Just explosive opening right out of the basket. I immediately did my first couple stalls right there. Kind of did some acro style stalls, letting it fly right after it stalls, not taking it to tail slide. And it shoots nice and firm. It's especially at that weight, it definitely comes out quickly. But it's really manageable to control. It's really nice. It does great wing overs. It has really nice deep stall characteristics. I think that this thing is revolutionary. For what it is, I just can't believe how much performance it has in every aspect. And I think that, from where I am flying at 8 kilos over the top and it being really dynamic and still really safe, I think that if you're in the middle of the weight range, it's going to be even safer, even easier to fly. And I think that realistically, at the lower weight range, I would be comfortable putting a student on this glider. And if you were advanced, you could be 10 kilos over the top and still have a really good time on this thing. So in conclusion, I would say that the Blacklight 2 is just absolutely incredible. It is such a great glider for so many different pilots. It has such great performance. I can't believe the glide. I can't believe the speed. I'm keeping up with Sigma 10s nonstop, Delta 3s, all that stuff. We're flying right next to each other. And yeah, the thing's super fun, built well. Good job, U-Turn. Stoked to test the next glider. See you soon.